Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Today our group will give a presentation about audit lifter with IoT monitoring and machine vision. Next. Before we start, let me introduce a member of our group. My name is Febrangga Gunawan, and I will be the moderator for this presentation. And my job is to manage ESP program for the Wi-Fi, web, and relay component. Okay, next.
Okay, my name is Jonas Bagus Hartoyo. In this team, my job desk is as the leader team and PLC programmer. Next.
My job role in this project is graphical user interface design. Next.
My name is Rizky Ranis Regar. My task as program ESP32.
My name is Claudia. My task is documentation and Python program.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Abdul Karyardi. I have a job desk as electrical.
And then my name is Muhammad Hafiz Despanas Tepu, and my job in here was the Python program.
Okay, next objective on this PBL, first script and operator detection system for machine startup recruitment, and create an IoT system for remote machine monitoring and control, and create an alarm system to detect faults in each screen. This alarm system serves as an early warning mechanism to prevent machine damage and improve overall system reliability. Okay, next.
Okay, next I will explain about the progress of program PLC. So in this PPL, my progress as the PLC programmer has been complete the machine movement, alarm system, and communication with ESP32. So in this PPL project, I have created the program PLC with ladder diagram to machine from the start until the end to end, make alarm system in its sequence with timeout about 5 seconds, and communication with ESP32 by relay. And the obstacle in this project is PLC error cannot detect by laptop. So in a few weeks ago, the PLC cannot detect by PC with USB Type B. So we must to upgrade the firmware with SDSG card. Okay, next. So this is the video of the result. When the machine start, the lifter going up and the conveyor clockwise until the pallet detect. And then the lifter going down and the conveyor counterclockwise until 4 seconds. And next, this is when this is the normal cycle. Okay, next will be explained by Hafiz.
Okay, so on this slide, I will explain the progress and challenges we have encountered in developing the real-time person detection system. Uh, Currently, the system can detect people in real time via the laptop camera and then set the detection history to the Superbase database. However, we are still facing a challenge where the person count is sometimes inaccurate. This is our main focus for the future improvements. Okay, on this slide, I will show you the latest result of our Python programming. Previously, I also took a part in creating the database so that it could accommodate the detection history of our model. I also has a part in developing a website to display the data as can be seen in the picture on the right here. I made a simple interface that can display the camera when doing detection in real time. And then at the certain times, the result of the detection process through the laptop camera will be collected to form a data according to the format that I have made in the Superbase database to be sent and stored through the API as used to be displayed in this website as the data history detection can be used to be and the EIP32 to determine the comment on the PLC. And then next.
Okay.
Okay. Uh,
I will
sorry,
explain
sorry.
the progress of our ESP32 program development. First, the ESP32 has successfully connected to the database. This means the device is now able to access external data storage without any connection issues. Second, the ESP32 is able to retrieve data from the database correctly. The data received matches the storage value, which confirms that the communication between the ESP32 and the database is working properly. Finally, the ESP32 can already communicate with the PLC. This allows the system to exchange data between the controller and the ESP32, enabling monitoring and control process to run as intended. Overall, the results show the core communication function of the ESP32 system have been successfully implemented. Next. Okay, from the result, we can see that the ESP32 has successfully retrieved the latest data directly from the database in real time. The data received includes important information such as the detection ID, the exact detection timestamp, the camera status, the number of detected people, and the operator's movement status such as walk-in or walk-out. This confirms that the communication flow from the Vision AI database ESP32 is already connected properly and working without any issues. The ESP32 is able to pull data from the server over the internet and display it instantly on the serial monitor. The result also showed that the main function of the IoT gateway is already active and working as planned. Every operator active detected by the camera is stored in the database, and within a few seconds, the ESP32 can automatically read the latest condition. Overall, the result prove that the ESP32 is already performing its role as an IoT communication bridge very well, receiving code data, processing it, and preparing it for the automation control stage. This integration becomes the foundation before we move forward to full control toward the PLC and the actuators. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I will explain about my progress in the GUI section. So the GUI or graphical user interface is the main display that connects the user with the system. It allows users to monitor the system status, control device, and see data from the PLC and SP32. For the progress part, I have finished designing the main GUI layout using Figma. The design has three main sections. First, a status section to show if the system is running. Second, a control section for buttons like start and stop. Third, a monitoring section to display data later on. I also made sure the design looked clean with consistent colors and simple icons so it's user-friendly and easy to operate. Even though this GUI is still a prototype, it's already prepared to be connected to the PLC and SP222 for real-time control. From this process, I learned that creating a GUI isn't just about making it look nice, it's about designing something that really helps users operate the system easily. Next obstacle. On the obstacle I faced was arranging the layout so all the panels fit clearly on one screen without look too crowded. I also had to make sure the icons and colors were easy to understand for the operator. But after some revision, I managed to make the interface cleaner and more user-friendly. Next slide. Next slide. Okay. For the result, this is the final layout of the UI that I designed in Figma. On the left side, there is a component panel that shows the indicator status and provides on or off control buttons so the operator can easily check and control the components. Below it, there is a device status panel that display important information such as the ESP connection and system modus. On the right side, there is an error log panel which clearly shows warning or error message so the operator can respond quickly if something goes wrong. Even though it's still a prototype, the structure is already for integration and will support real-time monitoring and control connected to the PLC and SP32. That's all for my part. Thank you.
Okay, this is my job desk as electrical design. My progress is our team has an electrical design plan using relays to connect the ESP32 and PLC. The result, uh, the result next is obstacle unavailability of 20-volt relays from the campus. Okay, next slide. Okay, the results let's show the electrical design that has been created. Several components need to be added to the machine, namely relays to monitor the inputs and outputs from the ESP32 and PLC use. The relay plan used to connect the ESP32 input to the PLC inputs 3.3 volt two-channel relay module because there are two inputs on the machines, namely to monitor buttons from the application and camera application. Then from the PLC output to the SP32 input, it's planned to use 424 relays to monitor the actuator on the machines, namely motor movement, solenoid up, solenoid down, and alarm. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Okay, next, knowledge gained. Throughout this project, we gained valuable technical knowledge and practical experience. We learned how to develop a people detection system using a Python-based program with the yellow algorithm for machine vision application. And in addition, we gained experience in configure and programming the PLC to control the machine vision. And we also learn how to connect the ESP32 to internet, enabling IoT-based communication for remote monitoring and control. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, that's all from us. Thank you.